when we look at this, the journey to become a counsellor, we hope that we're going to start and do the first bit and we're going to love it, and then we're going to apply for the second part of the course, and then we're just going to get automatically accepted on that and go forward. But it can be a bit tougher than that at times. I think colleges, universities, they sometimes have caps on how many people they can take in, and you may find yourself studying at an institution and then looking to go on the next stage of that course and getting rejected. And that can be hard to take. It's more common than you think, and I think it deserves talking about, Rory.
Yeah, absolutely, Ken. I think you've hit the nail on the head in that some reasons for rejection is that the courses are capped. There'll be so many on a counselling course, and some institutions aren't running them anymore, which means there's a high demand, and obviously some people are going to be disappointed. Interestingly enough, this topic came up in our Facebook group, but I think the word rejection is such a hard word. You're not good enough, you failed. Just one word it can be so powerful. And a lot of people spoke very eloquently about their experiences after the initial shock, feeling quite down about not being able to progress. What happened was there was, for some, a period of introspection. They asked themselves some questions, and maybe they had to change a few things about themselves, maybe go for some therapy, look at the feedback and try to understand what the tutor saw, which maybe they didn't see in themselves, because sometimes it's not just about course numbers. Sometimes tutors say, we don't think you're ready to go into level 4. But a lot of people, after they'd done some personal development, actually found that the process sent them in a different direction. Some applied to other courses and were successful and found the other course far better than the courses they'd been on previously. And more to the point, other people just took some time out to do some personal work and came back with a really different perspective. And I thought it was really heartening to see how people had taken this terrible word rejection and actually turned it into a positive in the end.
Yeah. So we've mentioned that the numbers are capped, and I think it's important to say why they are capped. The awarding bodies will actually stipulate how many people can be in a class at various levels, and it goes down. So if you take a level 3, you can have a lot of people in that class. When you're up at level 4 and 5, it's a lot less people that can be in that class per tutor, because of course the level of work is a lot deeper at that level. That is the reasons for it. Also, sometimes, as you mentioned, Rory, the learning institution may not provide progression. They may only offer a certain level, and then you may need to go to another learning institution where you're kind of starting from scratch. They may have their own internal progression, and it may look like it's more difficult to progress. So sometimes it's not about you as the student. Sometimes it just is that the course is full, or that the provision isn't there. And it's worth asking why. So if you do apply for a certain level of course and you do get that course rejection, that horrible word, get feedback and look at that feedback. And then there is that reflective process, Rory, as you've mentioned before, of maybe there's an opportunity to grow through this and learn through this. Or maybe it was just that the course was full and we go knock on another door. And for me, the solution of this is based in your why. When you decided, I want to be a therapist, and if you're going through the study journey, you're going to know by now, you're doing massive personal development, you're called on to meet the academic criteria as well. It's a tough old journey. But when your why is strong enough, it's the why that brings you through. In my case, I had a difficulty in my journey. I was in the darkness. Somebody put their hand from the light and helped me out of that, and I wanted to do the same for others. So that was my why. And when that why is strong enough, it helps you face the resistance that is going to come from the student journey. It's going to shake you up and shake you about. It's designed to do that. And maybe not getting progression might just be part of that resistance. Do you have what it takes to go, okay, then it's not going to be this learning institution, it's going to be another one. I'm going to implement what they have suggested, and their next intake I'm applying again and again, and I'm going to get in there. That positive mindset of this is going to happen. And if your why is strong enough, you'll find the how through that. There are many who have faced this and have overcome it and gone through it and come out on the other side. There are many practicing therapists who were refused progression on a course at some stage. So it happens. Don't take it too personally. And if you can, use it as an opportunity for growth and development, Rory.
Yeah, absolutely. And the reality is that there can be a number of reasons why you don't progress. It can be clash of personalities with the tutor. That does happen. Course numbers. In some cases, it can be that the tutor doesn't think the institution has the support mechanisms to support someone with specific learning difficulties or challenges, shall we say. So if you are listening to this, you're saying Rory and Ken are really talking about me. What I would say is don't give up hope. If your why is strong enough, if you really believe that you could be a therapist, keep going, find another institution or look at the feedback. And first of all, look at the feedback and say, is that fair feedback? You know, someone gives you feedback, doesn't actually mean it's true. That's the first thing. Are other people telling you the same thing? If a number of people give you the same feedback, maybe it's something you need to take notice of. If it's really in your heart and you really want to help people, just keep going. And I'll guarantee you that if you do, and when you qualify, you'll realize exactly what a disappointing yet developmental experience not being given an opportunity to go on the courses. I think that by keep pushing forward, you get there eventually. That's certainly mine and your experiences, Ken, by the sound of it. So don't give up hope.
Final thought on this. Over a decade ago, Rory and I were teaching together, and we recognized that certain students struggled with the academic side. And I know that some people are refused progression because of the academic side of counselling. And we also recognize that so often somebody going in to study counselling might be doing so later in life. And as we come into training, we're not well versed in academic writing because it's certainly changed over the years, and awarding bodies have criteria that need to be met. And what Rory and I saw was really capable, empathic counselors who, within observed skill sessions, were just made to be counselors, but struggled understanding and writing out the academic side. And it was because of that Rory and I started Counselling Tutor. So if you are struggling with the academic side of things, there is help. There's free help on our YouTube channel and on our website, or if you're up for it, there's the student library, which is paid access, but it's a lot more in-depth help on the academic side of things.